Hello everybody, this is the announcement you have all been waiting for, or at least it is if you've been following our Ambic STEM challenge. First and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our sponsors, to all of the schools that have entered the competition and competed in the competition. A huge congratulations to our 5 finalists. Big shout out and thank you to Tatch, who was involved in a lot of our video and media at the start. As most of you are aware, this is the first time we've ever ran the Ambic STEM competition, and with any first time it's always difficult. You learn from things, you might do things slightly different way the second time around. We did decide to do this in the public eye, main reasons being we didn't want anybody who has shopped with us before to get any kind of preferential treatment, and we didn't want anybody who had a child who went to the school. You know, we've got a lot of staff here at Ambic who do have kids who do go to school in the northeast. We didn't want any of those to have preferential treatment either, so we thought the best way was to use social media. If anybody looked at the results on Friday, you would see the number of likes on each of the individual posts, but it would actually be slightly different to the results that we would see behind the scenes on screen from Facebook, which we will show you now. I'm sure you will agree with me, there are 2 standouts this year, and given the fact that we are learning through this process as well, we want to avoid any sort of disappointment, and we think both schools are completely deserved of the title. So this year we've actually got 2 winners. It's not what we anticipated and it's not what we planned for, but they both definitely deserve to be winners this year, and that is Millie from St Mary Magdalene's and Nicholas from Burnside Academy. You will hear from them now and how they came up with their designs.
We didn't really have a place inside to sit in, like we didn't, like you need a place to like be comfy, and like I always think you always need like a place to sit and like enjoy reading, because I love it myself. So I think it was like perfect, like a reading chair for the school. And I put let your imagination shine, because like imagination is always necessary when reading, because like sometimes you get books that don't have any words and you're just like, you need to be reminded that imagination is like key.
So our problem was we didn't have a lot of seating in the library. So I thought if we design a small sort of reading bench, reading tree, it would be very practical, because we've got 2 little chairs and there's a little bit of storage underneath, so that would be good. For the trunk of the tree, obviously I was thinking more of a wooden material with like maybe a steel inner core, and then I thought maybe some like plastic or artificial foliage on the top with some fairy lights. I just thought that would be really nice.
For the full interview with both of these fantastic winners, alongside the other finalist interviews that we completed, we will post them in due course. We have passed them out to schools, so you might have seen them already, so feel free to keep posted for those. Thank you to everybody who's been involved. We have thoroughly enjoyed our time doing the Ambic STEM challenge, and the most rewarding part has been a lot of the feedback. To be able to do something like this and give back to the community, or a community that Ambic feels very fondly about, you know, it plays a huge part in Ambic's past, is absolutely fantastic for us. And some of the emails, letters, communications we've received to say that the kids had such a fantastic time, you know, just sort of melts our hearts, to the point where we are 100% sure now we will be doing this again next year. So please follow Ambic to see all announcements in the future. We will be putting up all of those visits that we mentioned earlier, and keep an eye out for what's coming in terms of the STEM Challenge 2024.